Punters, welcome back. This is the last of the NRL squad previews before the season starts in a few days. We're finishing off with the last five squads, which is the Roosters, Bunnies, and then who are the three you've got?
Tigers, Panthers, and the Dragons.
That's right. Yeah. So those, previewing the best 17s for those five teams, and then that's pretty much us. So I'll just get us underway with a fan mail, and then we'll rip in. So this one's from Tiffany from Hong Kong. So first of all, it's pretty cool that we're reaching global, as we talked about maybe six or seven episodes ago about how we've obviously reached like quite a few countries now on Spotify.
Mm.
Um, she just said, so Tiffany from Hong Kong, do you guys cover any ping pong world tour? Been trying to find a podcast that does for ages now, but still haven't. I'll let you talk first, I guess.
No, I can't say we do. If we were ever going to, it'd probably be the Thailand League. We'd probably go for the Thailand League.
Yeah,
Yeah, go document those. Maybe take a GoPro into one of those lounges and yeah, get some of the action for you guys. But yeah,
yeah,
that would
yeah.
probably be it.
So you like the Thailand ping pong, but that's it.
Yeah, that would probably be my only. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my only go-to ping pong. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I've got
What
to say,
about
I
yourself?
didn't.
Are you keen to cover it or?
Well, I've got to say, I didn't even realize the ping pong world tour was a thing. But of course, it would be. I'm sure it would be. But like, um, I've never seen it on Sky or anything. So no, we're not covering it. Sorry, Tiffany. Um,
Oh, fair
but
enough.
anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you can start us off, man.
Yeah, so I'll start with the Panthers. This team pretty strong. So Edwards, Toto, and Casey McLean on the wing. Um, no, not all three of them. Edwards at the back, obviously.
Yeah,
Alamotti and Tango in the centres. Then I've gone for Blaze Talangi at six, just because I really like the name. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they started with Jack Cole there, but yeah, I've gone for Blaze. Then the chin, Nathan Cleary at seven, Moses Leota and Lindsay Smith, the dirty breather looking giant. Then Mitch Kenny at nine, uh, Liam Martin and Isaiah Papali on the edges with Isaiah Yo, 13. On the bench, Garner, the hot guy, Scott Sorensen, Liam Henry, and I've put Jack Cole on the bench as a utility.
mm.
Yeah.
I like that you've found a way to keep Liam Martin on the edge. I've seen heaps about him going to the middle, but you just
He's
leave him on
just an
the edge.
edge. He's just
He's
an edge.
he's such a good edge.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't fuck with that. There's just no need to.
I
Um,
think if you're going to put anyone, you put Scott Sorensen
100%. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably like Lindsay Smith as a machine too. I'm a
Mm,
bias prick, but I'd start Scotty Sorensen at prop with Moses Leota, and have
mm,
and have Liam Martin and Papali'i on the edge. But
mm.
everywhere I've seen, well, at least before the preseason games, and that was Liam Martin at prop, which I just
Yeah.
I was never about that. So at least you're on the same page as me there.
Yeah, no, of course.
Definitely starting Taulagi. Got to. Fuck, you have to. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, back fives for sure. They'll go with Casey McLean over Jesse. Um,
Mm.
even though you're a big fan of Jesse yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Jesse. I like what
Yeah.
Jesse does. Yeah. Yeah,
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 his
yeah.
past, I guess his past.
Might creep up on him,
Showing.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
yeah.
Sorry.
Might creep up on. Oh no, yeah, yeah. His past showings have been pretty good.
Yeah,
The ones that I like his documentary.
yeah. Anyway, and then yeah, edge is what you'd expect. Bench, I can't remember mainly. I think I remember. Yeah, you said like Garner and who else
Liam
did you have?
Henry,
Henry. Yeah,
Hot Sorensen.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, self-explanatory. Yep,
yeah,
they'll be in the top four again. Chuck your mortgage on that.
yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, I have the Bunnies, and I do know that Latrell's going to be out now for the start, but it's the best 17s for what we expect to be, running for the majority of the season. So I've still got him at fullback for when he's back.
Yeah.
Tyrone Munro, and I've got Alex Johnston for when he's back too, because he will be back. They're expecting. But then
Mm-hmm.
got Jai Gray. Jai Gray either at fullback. He'll be at fullback now that Latrell's out. But then if Latrell's back before Johnston, then I'm actually going to go Jai Gray on the wing. Um,
Yeah.
Graham and Graham and Tass at centre. I want Tass back in the centres.
Yeah.
Um, and then I've got Jack Whiten at 6. Put him back there. Cody Walker at 7. Tavita Totola at 8, and Davey Miley as your front row. Mamazulis at hooker. Kolomatangi and Aitken on the edge. And then Jai Arrow at 13 now that Cam Murray's gone for the year. And then my bench is a funny makeup. I've gone Havili, obviously, covering hooker and prop. And then I've gone Tallis Duncan and Sean Kepi as kind of like your middles off the bench, even though Tallis Duncan can play a bit of edge too. Well, Kepi actually can too as well, but he's mainly a middle. And then Josh Schuster at 17, even though he's a fat prick that doesn't want to get any fitness under
Mm.
his belt. I think just to cover like half prop, edge, fucking everything, but just
Yeah.
not do a good job at any of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
what would you change?
Nah. Yeah, I get you. I don't think they're going to run with Schuster, but I don't actually know who they would put in instead. That's my only
Mm,
thing. But yeah, no. Apart from that, that's a
mm,
pretty decent side when they're all full strength.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously, a few injuries gonna cause a bit of mayhem at the start of that. So yeah,
You don't mind that I've left Lockie Elias out, who's expected to start for them?
Lockie Elliott, he's at the Dragons.
Not bloody. Who's the other one? Oh, Sullivan. Sorry. They brought in Sullivan
Oh,
from the
Bud Sullivan.
Tigers.
Yeah, Bud
Yeah,
Sullivan.
sorry, not Elias. Yeah,
Uh, yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised
mm,
if he doesn't start, to be fair.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't
yeah, I
mind that.
think he could at the start of the year because
Yeah.
Campbell Graham's he's injured, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
I think he did something else like
Yeah.
a sternum or something like that. So White into the centres and
Yeah.
then Sullivan to start.
Yeah.
At 6 with Cody Walker. I think they could do that, but
Mm. Yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
who
I quite
knows?
like him. Mate. I think he's gun, but
Mm,
yeah, not straight away probably for them.
mm.
Um, yeah. Alrighty, you
Beauty.
go,
All
mate.
right, going to the Dargans.
Yeah.
At the back, the Gutharina, King Gutho. That'll be interesting to see how he goes there. Then a pretty decent rest of the back five of that Tuipulotu was pretty good last year.
Mm.
Moses Sully, who's an absolute beast,
Yeah.
beast of Blenheim kind of type of player.
Yeah.
Valentine Holmes, other centre, and Tyrell Sloan on the wing, which I'm a bit unsure about. To be fair, I don't know if he's like that much
Yeah.
of a winger. I'd always trust a Ravalawa there instead because he's just an absolute unit. But
Yeah. He
I'm
jams
hearing
into
that they might
Fano on defence. So
exactly, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I reckon they'll probably go Sloan, even though he's not a great defender himself.
Yeah.
Then in the halves, Flano and Lockie Elias, and then front rows of DeBellin, and Molo,
Yeah.
with Damien Cook Hooker. Then on the edge, Jaden Sewer and Luciano Leilua, with Tommy Eisenhuth at lock. And then on the bench, one of my favourite players, Blake Laurie, just a great rig. Um,
Yeah.
Good, looks like a good personality. Hame Saleh, one of the greats as well.
Yeah. I like him.
Rabin Faitala Mariner and Jacob Little.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. See, I quite like their team this year.
Yeah.
Who'd you have in the halves again?
Lockie Elias and Flanagan.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they're both so similar to me. I don't feel like you get a 6 out of those two.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like the halves.
Yeah.
That's probably
I
the only thing from the team I don't like.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind playing Gutho at 6 if he was keen, and then Sloan out the
Blown
back.
at the back.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. you got to find if they're playing Guthrie at fullback though. You're right. They've got to just play Sloan because he's actually class now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's X factor, and then he can kind of float in anyway and do kind of what like
mm.
Rog used to do at the Roosters when
Yeah, where he comes in
Gallo.
for like the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah. Looking forward to seeing how they go.
yeah.
But I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
there's
they've
any.
definitely made some good improvements to their squad. Like obviously lost Hunt, but they've picked up some
Mm,
good signings. So I'm sure we'll see a bit of
yeah,
a bounce back year this year.
for sure. Alrighty. And then the Roosters, so a team that we both don't actually like very much this year. We think
Mm,
they're going to be kind of
yeah,
average. Again, you go through this, their pack's still actually pretty good, but anyway.
yeah,
So Teddy at fullback, the 40-year-old. Daniel Tupou, another 40-year-old on one wing, and then Dom Young on the other wing. Um, Gone Marky Mark, the
mm.
greatest name in world sport, and
You don't want to try say the last name. You're just gonna
Nagataka Wazi. Yeah, cheers.
yeah,
And
maybe just keep it at just keep it at Marky Mark. Yeah,
yeah, no wonder they called him Marky Mark. And then Billy Smith at centre as well. And then in the halves,
the
Sandon
walking
Smith.
ACLs. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. For when until he gets injured, like 3 games into the
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Um, and then Sandown, Smith, and Sammy Walker in the halves.
yeah.
Um, Up front, I've
So
gone out.
you're obviously doing best team because Sammy Walker out for a while with his
Yeah, how
ACL
long
as
was it
well.
on? Is it ACL?
Uh, yeah, it's quite a long way into the season, like back half of the
Oh,
season.
true. Okay, see, I thought he might be back earlier than that. Um,
No,
who will be there then? Is because Kerry's retiring? Have they
probably
got any? Oh, is
probably
that what it's
Townsend.
Townsend? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just wanted to not include Townsend, but yeah, it will be
yeah,
him.
no, fair enough.
I guess
Yeah,
that makes sense as to why he's gone there. Collins and I've gone Fahu White starting in the at prop with
yeah,
Collins. Because I don't want to start Lenu. I like Lenu off the bench.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
to give you some impact. So gone White and Collins, Cheese at 9, even though he doesn't want to play for them anymore. Um, Nat Butcher and Angus Crichton on the edge, and then Victor Radley at 13. So that's still really strong.
Yeah,
And then bench of Connor Watson, Spencer Leniu, Egan Butcher, and Seo Wong. So it's actually still pretty good from other than the halves and an aging back five, I guess.
um,
Yeah.
Smith's ACL is the same as Walker's as well, so I think they're going to start Watson at 9,
Who else has done one?
Brandon Smith.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. Was
Yeah,
that? Did he do that last?
him and
When was that
Walker,
last year?
him and Walker both did it in like the same game. They both did ACLs in the
Yeah.
same game. I think it was the one just before the finals as well.
Oh, true. For some reason, I
Yeah,
was thinking Walker's was like an MCL
nah,
patella bloody. I can't
yeah,
remember.
no, no, they both ACL'd in the same game.
Yeah, true. All right. Well.
It's like that classic saying where you're only one ACL away from
Mm,
not making the finals kind of thing, and
yeah.
that game literally they just went bang bang in the same game and
Yeah.
ruined the whole season.
I
So
suppose they'll be back for playoffs though, eh?
yeah, yeah, at the end of the year, yeah,
Easily back for like the last few rounds, but
yeah.
I guess who's going to be the 14 then with Watson at hooker?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there.
That's to find someone over some young guy. Um,
Yeah.
and then yeah, hoping that Seo Wong gets a bit more game time this year because
Mm.
obviously last year he barely played last year, but he was good the year before, so
Yeah.
hopefully they
Yeah.
find spot for him. He might end up like starting at centre or something once Billy Smith gets injured or something like that. Just
Yeah.
plug him
Once he
in.
does his
Yeah,
ACL, yeah. Yeah.
sweet. And then
No, fair enough. No, I agree with that. That's probably the best you can do. It's going to be an interesting year for them. It's going to be a lot of change and a lot of like
yeah,
especially the early rounds. It's going to be interesting to see how they go because that team's pretty put together. A lot of You're going to rely a lot on Teddy and like Connor Watson and stuff like that.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, Origin period will be tough if like New South Wales
Yeah,
pick
true.
Teddy again and Connor
Yeah,
Watson.
No Lenu,
Yeah,
Collins. Yeah,
yeah, Angus
yeah. That
Crichton. I'll
Angus Crichton. Yeah,
yeah,
that's gonna be something to look at.
yeah.
All right, on to our final one, Tigers. At the back, Jareen Buller. Jareen
Yeah,
Buller, the dream. On the wings, Taruva and Skelton. Um, then in the centres, Adam Dewey and I just have to put Justin Olam in there. I just like him as a player, so
yeah,
um, then in the halves, Lockie Galvin, Luai, Michael Jackson. Then props to start Clemmer and May.
yeah.
Um, Effie at hooker, Samuel Afinu, and the most aggressive prick in the league, Alex Seyfarth, on the edges. And then Jack Bird at 13 by all reports, with a bench of Talon De Silva, Royce Hunt, Fanua Bole, which I always get confused. Um, how is it Bolo when it clearly starts with P, but that's fair enough.
Oh,
And yeah, it is Pole to anyone looking at it, but apparently it's Bolo. And then the 13 of Alex Twile.
yeah,
Oh,
nice.
the last bench
17.
spot of Alex Twile,
Yeah,
the 17. Sorry, yeah, yeah.
yeah, nice. Yeah.
Anything you change here?
No, I don't think so. And I think I think that'll be quite exciting this year. Bit better,
Mm,
but can see them being a bit like what the Titans have been in previous years, like super high scoring,
yeah.
getting a few real nice wins at home, but
Mm,
just yeah, they'll still be missing too much and probably too flimsy defensively and things like that to kind of compete. But
yeah,
yeah, the halves is
yeah,
nice. I think Luai
yeah.
and
The
Galvin will
halves
be
is
nice viewing. I
nice.
reckon.
Yeah,
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 be
yeah.
real nice. So, um, yeah, I'm big on
Expect a
Galvin.
bit of a bounce back year from Buller as well. He had a bit of second year
Yeah,
syndrome last year, so
massively. Yeah,
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 sweet. Alrighty.
nice.
Yeah, so that wraps up all the NRL squad best 17s for this
Yeah,
season, 2025. Um, so yeah, that starts in a few days. Hopefully, look forward to getting back into the rugby league community.
oh, of course, of
Um,
course. The
yeah,
washing machine's just gonna take another battering over that weekend.
yeah. Well,
Get full Super
um,
Rugby derbies and full league.
oh,
God, Christ.
that's when the live sports back. When you
Yeah,
get into
yeah, yeah.
double. Um, yeah. So did you have
Mm.
a scenario or anything? Should
Yeah,
we
got
wrap
another
up?
one from Luke C from Bluff. I think
Thanks for
he
that.
must, I think he must know you or something like that because
Yeah.
he's referenced something about your football. He said, "Would you rather wake up in the morning and have to listen to ex-Northern Prem's coach Louise give you a 45-minute ramble about life and passion every day for a year?"
Oh, okay. So hold
You
on.
have to
Yeah, hold on.
expand on that one for
Yeah,
the
so
viewers.
I think I've worked out who Luke C is. Yeah, so I used to play football with this guy in Dunedin, and we had a Brazilian coach called Luis, and he would start a training often. So you'd have I guess you'd have a hour and a half to 2 hour training, and the first hour of that training was just this Brazilian guy talking to us about just absolute dribble, and we'd just be standing in a circle listening to it. So I've worked out who he is, and
Yeah.
people that were in that circle, that was a tough list. And so anyway, carry on.
Yeah, no, he's put here that put into context, his ramble took up 95% of the training and had no relation to football at all. So that yeah, that will help the punters out there get behind it. And then the second one is or watch the USA versus the Football Ferns 2022 She Believes game every night before bed for the rest of your life. And he's put here for context, that's the game where Michaela Moore scored a hat trick of own goals for the Ferns. So
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds like excellent viewing and a
yeah.
great promotion for all those women's sport activists out there like
Yeah,
ourselves. So
yeah, yeah,
what would you go
exactly.
for?
I think like as someone that lived through some of those Louise rambles at a football training, I don't know if I could go back there.
Mm,
They were pretty tough, and I guess as someone that's like advocating for women's sport in the community and things like that at the moment, and spending a lot of time like doing that, I think
oh yeah,
although
yeah.
although the She Believes game was obviously a traumatic experience for one of the girls in the football ferns in particular, getting a perfect hat trick of own goals in the
Mm,
first 30 minutes.
yeah.
I think I can
And then
celebrate
getting pulled
what.
off, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can
Yeah.
celebrate that sums up what women's sport is about, like the uncertainty, the unknown, and the unpredictability
Mm,
that it offers up. So I think
Mm.
I'd quite happily fall to sleep with some She Believes action every night. What
Oh,
would you do?
you're saying it's putting you to sleep.
Oh,
You can't
like
be saying
yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah, you can't be saying that.
no, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Doze off, like
yeah,
just good headspace. Yeah,
yeah.
cheers.
No, I think I'd probably have to agree with you. Like, you're never going to get those kind of historic feats in male sport of um, just a hat trick of own goals. Like, you're never going to get that. So I think just purely for that reason, yeah, like you say, just kind of white noise in the background before you doze off.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, have
but
that going on.
you don't like the idea of like a Brazilian man like just
Nah, nah.
chirping nonsense to you. Oh, you've got what do you take exception to about that?
No, no, no. It just doesn't sound like a good time. Like, yeah, it
Yeah,
just sounds time consuming and like it doesn't get to the point, kind of like this. So yeah,
yeah. No, he was a passionate guy. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. Alrighty,
fair enough.
we'll wrap it up there. Let us know what you'd do below in the DMs about any scenario, or even supply us with
Yeah,
more scenarios. We like getting scenarios from the community as well as our fan
yeah.
mails.
And
And
let's hope we don't have another one from Luke C next time.
yeah,
He's really pumping us full of scenarios at the moment. So
yeah,
yeah.
three-peat you reckon from Luke C. Sweet. Alrighty, enjoy the NRL punters, and we'll see you on the next one.